Chinikov will walk it along, gets to center ice, heads in offensively, tried to split the defense. Forsling knocked the puck away. Here on the near boards, it's Foot. Pass towards Schwint, missed the mark. Kulikov tried to clear, held in. Crosby, far circle, bats it out front. Then a Rust a chance, and a save made by Tarasov with the right pad. Back out to center ice. Pittsburgh will reset. Chinikov to Letang. Across then to Sam Girard. He'll dump the puck in from the neutral zone. Around it goes, far corner, played by Forsling. He's tied up immediately. A couple of Penguins in there quickly. Puck squirts out front, a chance, and unable to get much behind it was Chinikov. He had a man on him. The puck rolled wide, and then Kulikov able to backhand one up the near side. Vinny Hinostroza to Cole Schwint. Pass off his skate down to the far corner. Foot wrapped up by Letang. Malkin back to grab it for the Penguins. Into the far corner he goes. Bats one off to Girard, and Sam Girard will take a long look ahead. Girard to center ice. He's got Malkin. Malkin had it poked away by Benning, and back come the Panthers up the right side. Here's Nosek to the circle. A backhand right pad save made by Shilov. Then Raquel out to the neutral zone for Malkin. He finds Novak in stride. Up the right side he goes for the Penguins. Slams on the brakes, looks up high, and has Erik Karlsson. Karlsson tries to find a lane to shoot, and his shot blocked by Jesper Boquist. Boquist into the neutral zone with the Panthers heading in 3-on-2. However, the puck batted away by Erik Karlsson as Boquist tried to pass. That goes into the Panthers bench. 7:45.
This broadcast is presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. Download the Bet365 app and lock in your picks before the game begins. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in select states only.
Norby hammers high in the sky, out to left, no doubt about it. And that was a no-doubt bomb for Norby.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck. The official pregame show of the Miami Marlins on the home of the Marlins, WQAM.
Augustine Ramirez hammers a ball, left field, and gone. 3-run bomb.
Marlins on Deck is brought to you by ADT, the official security partner of the Miami Marlins, and by Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
It's all down. I'm pissed off and ready to go.
Why do you get so pissed off?
I don't like hitters.
Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Steven Straub.
We're going to play some baseball. Thank the heavens. Nice job, Trevor. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx on an overcast and a wet 62-degree Easter Sunday afternoon. You are listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio, AM 790 WAXY, game 9 of 162. And the Marlins will wrap up their 3-game road trip today, trying to avoid being swept today after waiting nearly 4 hours. We were supposed to get going at 1:35 today, but instead both teams have sat here all morning waiting for this patch of rain to pass through the area. But we will play baseball tonight, trying to avoid having to make this one up later in the season. Chris Paddack, 30-year-old right-hander, is in bounce-back mode today after making his first Marlins start last Monday. Now, Paddack, the last time he was here at Yankee Stadium was last year. He did throw 3 shutout innings in relief. He will make his second appearance. More on who's starting in just a few minutes. Max Fried, 32-year-old left-hander, will bring his 13 1/3 scoreless streak into tonight's contest. Fried has been untouchable the first 2 turns. We'll hear from him in segment 3. After 4 hours of waiting, the big question, do the Marlins have enough left to avoid the sweep at the hands of the Yankees? It is game 3 of this 3-game interleague set between your 5-3 Miami Marlins and the 7-1 New York Yankees. We will get going today at 5:10 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Sunday afternoon, late afternoon, going into the night with Jack Bigbone and AJ Ramos. I am Steven Strom. We still have a wonderful program ahead. We will hear who is starting today for the Miami Marlins. It is not Chris Paddack. Although we will see Chris Paddack, he will make his second appearance. There is a new starter/opener for the Marlins. We will also hear from Tyler Phillips and Graham Pauley. We got in the clubhouse today. We knew this was potentially going to happen with the rain delay. We wanted to get some good stories throughout their young career, minor leagues, little league, some of their biggest rain delays that they've experienced. We'll get you out of the count with Paddack and Freed. Jack and AJ will jump in for some key questions today. Our X Bowl question at Marlins Radio and Steve's guarantee to victory. We start here today. Again, Chris Paddack. He will make his second appearance, but we've got a new starter/opener that'll go for Game 3 today.
So unique with Pete's going to be going on the paternity list, and with this rain delay, and I wanted him to get back for the birth of his child and ensure that happened, while also I think if this was a normal start time, we'd run things more normally, have Chris start. I think with this one getting pushed back potentially to when we think it's going to happen today, we were going to want to get an inning or so out of Pete either way, with just him going to be out of the mix for a few days. So I feel like it's best just to go ahead and grab that early on, and we got it lined up where Chris will have a clean inning to start, when that is, and then we'll just kind of go with the game from there. So it's as much just unique with this delay. We're looking at Pete going on paternity and him pitching either way today in this game, that we can accomplish that by getting him out of there, getting him out right away, start the game for us, and let him get home to Lydia so they can get ready for that, and then for us, then we'll just work the rest of the game from there.
And congratulations to Pete Fairbanks. I don't know if you can say congratulations yet, but we do wish him and his wife all the best here over the next 24 to 48 hours. Pete Fairbanks has opened before with the Tampa Bay Rays back in 2020. He did do it twice, and we know he's had quite some matchups against this New York Yankees team, against Aaron Judge, against Giancarlo Stanton. So this is a guy that is experienced, and he's going to open for the Miami Marlins today. Big question for Fairbanks, along with the other arms. Can they keep the free passes at least to a minimum? Excuse me. The first 6 games for the New York Yankees, okay? Seattle and San Francisco. The Yankees drew 16 walks. The last 2 games, the Yankees have drawn 21 walks in 2 games against the Marlins. That has been the difference here so far in New York and the Bronx. Between these 2 teams, we shall see Pete Fairbanks open and Chris Paddack follow here today as we get you ready for a 5:10 first pitch. We'll break. We have some good stories. Graham Pauly and Tyler Phillips, they'll talk some of their longest rain delays and much more. Again, playing baseball at 5:10 today. We're back in 2 minutes on the Marlins Radio Network.
Miccosukee Casino and Resort is your place in Miami to live it up and play on. Unleash the excitement of slots, high-stakes bingo, and 24/7 poker action. Indulge in exquisite dining at La Brisa and handcrafted cocktails at Tempt Lounge. Unwind in our elegant rooms and suites as you elevate your entertainment around the clock. And check out our new Little Trail Casino on I-75, exit 49. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort, voted best casino in Miami. Visit Miccosukee.com for more.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro Signs and Metro Wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Everyone knows BrandSmart USA as the heavy hitters, like big screen TVs and appliances, but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away, in our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
This is Owen Casey, and you listen to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
5:10 first pitch tonight at Yankee Stadium. Originally was supposed to be at 1:35. We wish you a very happy Easter. Chris Paddack will go opposite Max Fried, but we did get word that Pete Fairbanks will open up today. 560 WQAM. It is great to have you along on a Sunday late afternoon. I'm Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, and AJ Ramos. Those two have your call. Got some issues on the StreamYard end of things, but the good part is you can listen to us. We'll try to get that fixed over in the next break. We will throw here to some sound with Tyler Phillips and Graham Pauley in just a second. You have heard some of the horror stories that minor leaguers, some major leaguers have had to go through as far as travel. Obviously, one thing you don't have control over, that is Mother Nature. And in this case, this is one of these instances, right? Marlins are supposed to play at 1:35. A pocket of weather comes in, and both teams don't really want to make this game up. So what do you do? Even though the Marlins have first of 4 tomorrow with the Cincinnati Reds and the Yankees will continue their homestand, these two teams do want to play this game, and they are, again, at 5:10. But here was a couple of really cool stories from Tyler Phillips and Graham Pauley earlier today explaining some of their longest rain delays that they have experienced amongst not their professional career, some even earlier than that.
I don't have any bad pro ball rain delays. Usually the game just gets banged if it's that long. The one that comes to mind is when I was in Cooperstown, Tournament of Champions, when I was 12. I think it was in August some point. You can't cancel those games because it's like those games all have to be played to figure out who's going to be, what the pools are going to be. So I think we had like a full day of rain one day. We started a game. It was like the second inning. Couldn't play it. We all went back to the dorms. I think we watched Ninja Assassin. Played some Modern Warfare, like the original. I think we watched Law Abiding Citizen. And by the time we were done with all that, it was like 2 a.m. and we got a call and they said, hey, you guys got to finish your game. So we all took a nap and woke up at like 1, got ready for the game, and finished our night game or morning game at 2 a.m. when I was 12. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, the first thought that I think of was last year in Baltimore, right before the All-Star break. Everyone was planning on going home and stuff, and we had a day game. It just kept getting delayed, and a lot of guys ended up missing their flights. Had to fly out the next day, missed a day out at home. I'd say that was probably the worst one, just because of the circumstances. Yeah, I think everyone's kind of different. Like, some guys like to try to stay locked in as possible. Some guys need to check out so that they don't get mentally tired for whenever that game does come. Be able to check back in. I like to hang out with the guys. Try to take my mind off everything that's going on, and then go from there. So,
I will say this. If there was one pitcher that you would like to have their routine mucked up a little bit, it's probably the guy that has thrown 13 1/3 scoreless. So I'm kind of digging this rain delay for the Marlins, because all of a sudden Max Fried's got to change his routine, and the Marlins can use any advantages they can get right now. They're trying to salvage one. Hopefully Max Fried gets thrown off a little bit. But again, Pete Fairbanks, he will open today. Chris Paddack will follow. Excellent stories here from Tyler Phillips. I'm sure you don't have to be a professional to be played at Cooperstown. Obviously a really cool, part of the world to play in. And, you never forget those ones when you're 12 years old. And I'm actually really surprised it was 2 a.m. That seems a little bit extreme. It's just Little League at the end of the day. But, hey, you know what? Philly's got some great stories, and I think we all can relate to some of those rain delays where you're all together with your boys and you're just trying to, pass the time, but also enjoying it as a kid. You're just so, innocent, and you're like, let's play some Modern Warfare. Let's watch some movie that we would never watch all together. So really good stuff there. We'll break. We'll get you out of the count. Chris Paddack, Max Fried. We'll hear both of them with some sound. I know Chris Paddack trying to bounce back after Monday's performance against the White Sox, and Max Fried, well, again, hopefully he doesn't continue what he has done thus far this season. We're back in 2 minutes. 5:10 first pitch. Marlins Yankees on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Are you stuck staring at your W-2? Are tax refund worries holding you back? You probably have FOMO, the fear of messing up. The fix? Using TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. They find every credit and deduction to help you get every refund dollar you deserve, or your money back. It's time to overcome your fear of messing up and get your taxes done right. Start filing today in the Credit Karma app.
Everyone knows BrandSmart USA as the heavy hitters, like big screen TVs and appliances, but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away, and our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
Miccosukee Casino and Resort is your place in Miami to live it up and play on. Unleash the excitement of slots, high-stakes bingo, and 24/7 poker action. Indulge in exquisite dining at La Brisa and handcrafted cocktails at Tempt Lounge. Unwind in our elegant rooms and suites as you elevate your entertainment around the clock. And check out our new Little Trail Casino on I-75, exit 49. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort, voted best casino in Miami. Visit Miccosukee.com for more.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Welcome back here to Yankee Stadium. We are getting you ready for Game 3, the series finale, 5:10 first pitch. Marlins and the Yankees. It was a tough one yesterday for Miami. Loved the response early on. They got a 4-0 lead, but just New York and their ability to draw walks. That has been the story of the series. 21 free passes for the New York Yankees, and the Marlins just have not been able to get big outs in big moments late, especially in the middle innings of these two games. So here we go. Marlins looking to salvage one before we head back to Miami. A good opportunity to do so. Chris Paddack and Max Fried, they will go opposite of each other. Again, we're today on 560 WQAM. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, and AJ Ramos. Let's begin here with Chris Paddack. He is going to make his second appearance and follow Pete Fairbanks, who will open today. Paddack, 30-year-old right-hander, he was roughed up on Monday in Miami against Chicago White Sox. 4 frames, 8 hits, 8 runs, 6 punch-outs, a 4 spot in the 3rd and 4th inning. This is a guy that started off really well on Monday night. He faced the minimum the first 2 frames. It was just the 6th time in 112 career starts that Paddack gave up 8 earned runs. 27 pitches in the 3rd inning, 27 pitches in the 4th. Here was Chris Paddack on Monday after his outing.
Not how I envisioned my Marlins debut by any means. I've been here before. It's not an ideal situation to be in to start the year, especially coming off a really good spring, having some confidence going into the season. You know, the loss is on me. I think as you reflect on that, the 3rd and the 4th, they just put together some really good swings with runners on base. You know, that came across as 2 4 spots there in the 3rd and the 4th.
All right, good news here for Chris Paddack. He did appear at Yankee Stadium last year. He did throw 3 scoreless. He has made 2 other starts, 12 innings of 11 earned runs. So you take what he did last year. Hey, maybe this is good. Chris Paddack coming out of the bullpen technically. You know what? I can dig that. 3 scoreless last year. Not great as a starter here at Yankee Stadium, but I digress. Paddack will go opposite Max Fried, 32-year-old left-hander, in year 2 of an 8-year, $218 million deal. And somehow, some way, he could be underpaid. 3-time All-Star, 2025. I mean, to come to New York on a $218 million deal and go 19-5 with a 280 RA, 195 in a 3rd innings pitch, 189 punch-outs to 51 walks. It's a pretty darn good start in a tough market to play in. Fried on Tuesday in Seattle. He went 7 shutout, 3 hits, 1 walk, 6 punch. 60 of his 90 pitches were for strikes. Again, this guy has started the season with a 13 1/3 scoreless inning streak. Both of the starts that he's made have been quality. Here was Max Fried after his start in Seattle, followed by Yankees manager Aaron Boone.
Yeah, there weren't times where I was just fighting to throw strikes. I felt like I was actually able to locate today, which made things a lot easier. But you know, you got to go out there and really execute against a team like that. That's a really good club up there.
Yeah, certainly it is. He was terrific tonight. He was on point from the start, just in total control of the game, and he was tough. That was a an ace in control of the game.
I wasn't struggling to throw strikes. That's a heck of a quote for Max Fried. Hopefully he does today. Career-wise against Miami, of course, we have seen Fried multiple times with the Atlanta Braves. 16 career starts against the Fish, 6-4 with a 4.23 ERA, 83 career innings pitched against the Miami Marlins. Chris Paddack, he will follow Pete Fairbanks, who will open for the Marlins today, and we shall see Max Fried hopefully out of sorts, as this game was supposed to start at 1:35. We will play baseball at 5:10 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Coming up next, we will get Jack McMullen and A.J. Ramos on. How can the Marlins salvage one here? Plus, we'll get a good story, hopefully, from A.J. Ramos on some of his worst nightmares as far as rain delays are concerned. We are back at 2 on the Marlins Radio Network. At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
The Ritz-Carlton Key Biscayne, Miami invites you to discover a new era of coastal luxury following its $100 million transformation, where open-air design and sweeping ocean views create a seamless connection to the sea. Set across 17 acres of pristine beachfront, the resort blends island serenity with the dynamic rhythm of Miami. Experience the calm between the currents of city and sea and reserve at ritzcarlton.com or call 1-800-542-8680.
Get to Ed Moore's Sawgrass Cadillac for our 80th anniversary sale. 2026 optics, $329 a month at Ed Moore's Sawgrass Cadillac. Approved credit cards and transportation vehicles, sports, TS, 115239, less than 5K miles, 24-month lease, $39.99 down, zero security plus tax tag, title fees.
Get anniversary savings at Ed Moore's Sawgrass Chevrolet during Chevy Truck Month. 26 Silverados, supplier pricing, and no payments for 90 days. Chevy, together let's drive.
Approved credit, interest accrues from date of purchase through preferred lender. Select models plus tax tag, title fees, dealer has details.
Hey, turn the music down for 1 second. Listen. That annoying sound is probably nothing, right? That's how expensive repairs start. John Crook here. In baseball, ignore the signs and you will pay for it. Same thing with your car, because breakdowns don't wait until you're ready. That's why there's Car Shield. They can help cover the cost of expensive repairs. When something goes wrong, you've got a plan.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
As we welcome in the boys here, A.J. Ramos and Jack McMullen. Yeah, it's going to feel a lot different coming back to the 305, 6-3 versus 5-4. I'm not going to front with you guys. Very much so. 560 WQAM. I'll start here with A.J. What do you hope that the Marlins experienced over the weekend that they can take into not only the rest of the month of April, but also the rest of the 2026 campaign?
Specifically, I like the way the hitters have attacked these pitchers. Will Warren had a really good game. They were still able to get some good at-bats on him, and seemed like he was sharp and he was on. So the way that the offense is attacking these pitchers is something that is sustainable. Like, they're not doing anything they can't be doing for the rest of the year. Now, for the bullpen and for the starting staff, they got to be able to throw strikes.
Yep.
You saw when Max Meyer was throwing strikes, he was able to have success. So that means that they have the right game plan. They just have to work on executing it. You can't walk as many guys as they had and try to win some ball games, especially a team like the Yankees. So you take the good, you take the bad, and you download it and say, all right, how can I be better? The other thing, too, is you're battling the elements here, right? So when you're coming out of the bullpen, your hand is cold. I felt it before. The ball feels like a cue ball. You have no grip on your hand. So figuring out a solution for that, maybe working on something in the bullpen to make sure that you have that feel, because what they were doing was they couldn't hit the corners, so they were focusing on throwing right down the middle just to throw a strike, and that's a recipe for disaster. So figure out a process with that so that when they do play in inclement weather, that they have something to anchor on and try to find success.
Jack, results aside, what have you thought about this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. And you say results aside, like at the end of the day, I guess this is a result. 21 walks to shoot in 2 games. Like that's a result, but obviously that's kind of process oriented as well. And that's just something that the Marlins obviously really want to clean up. And Clayton McCullough has been very open and honest about that, wanting to clean that up. This weekend, we've seen a lot of resilience from the lineup. You know, even when you were down by a couple of runs on Friday in the home opener, we got solo shots. Xavier Edwards right away trying to set the tone, and then Owen Casey a laser beam as well. The offense was resilient as all get out yesterday. Javier Sanoja with a huge swing, a couple other guys with some huge swings. So I am encouraged by this offense going up against 2 really tough arms in Weathers and Will Warren, and they've got a tough matchup today with Fried. I just think pitching-wise, the process, you know, it's hard to just chalk it up and say, oh, it was cold this weekend. We go to Detroit next weekend. It's going to be cold in Detroit. We go to San Francisco at the end of the month. It's going to be cold there. So you got to be able to just kind of find your footing there and hopefully get back on track today and in Miami.
We have been here since 10:30 in the morning. We were supposed to play at 1:35. We'll play at 5:10 today, series finale. AJ Ramos, you played for quite some time. Do you have any rain delay stories that you'll never forget?
The one that comes to mind is every time we played in D.C., we played the Nationals. Every time we played there was at least one delay. And one time in particular, we were sitting there for I don't know how many hours, and we were sitting there on our phones and stuff, and one of the guys gets up to go on a phone call, walks outside, and runs into Bryce Harper, who was fully dressed and heading home. And he was like, oh, what's going on? He was like, oh, yeah, they banged it like an hour ago. And they didn't let us know, so we were in there just on our phones and stuff. So that's the only one that comes to mind. I'm sure there's some others that long layoffs, but as a bullpen guy, it was easy for me because I never had to have my routine until the game started. So what I would do was just get on my phone, maybe take a nap, try not to eat so much because when you get bored, you do eat a lot. But yeah, this happens in the game. So I'm interested to see how Paddack's going to handle it, and maybe, like you mentioned, Steven, maybe it messes with Fried's routine. Maybe the Marlins can continue what they're doing at the plate and maybe jump on them early.
Real quick, AJ, with that routine and it being thrown off, is it case by case what it could affect? Could it be command? Could it be mechanics? Like what could those potential factors be for Fried?
I feel like what it is you get here so early and you're trying to maintain a level of intensity or focus. Now, when you have to maintain that from 9 a.m. or whatever till now, it gets exhausting.
Yep.
So with exhaustion, mental exhaustion, maybe that leaks into mechanics. Maybe he's trying to throw a little bit harder. Maybe it takes a little bit off his stuff. So that could lead to some damage that the Marlins can do. So it's a case-by-case basis, but mostly it's fatigue. And however each person handles that fatigue is how you handle that. It can be the ball game. So we'll see what happens, but I like the Marlins in this matchup, especially with this little delay.
Yeah.
Maybe they can do some more damage.
Yeah, both teams have had to sit here for over 4 hours, or depending. I have no idea when Aaron Judge got here. I'll ask him when we get done here. But this has been obviously a lengthy delay. We're supposed to play at 1:35. We will play baseball, though, at 5:10. Jack and AJ have your call. Again, Chris Paddack will follow Pete Fairbanks, who will open for the Marlins today, going opposite Max Fried. We will break. We'll get Steve's Guarantee Expo question. More to come right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Legal battles shouldn't be fought alone, especially when your health, finances, or family's future are on the line. I'm Adam Werner. At Werner, Hoffman, Gregg & Garcia, we guide our neighbors across the Miami, Florida community through some of life's most difficult legal transitions, from injury cases to disability cases, bankruptcy, and more. Our team is committed to providing clear guidance, strong advocacy, and dependable support every step of the way. Let our family help lead the fight so you can focus on yours. Werner, Hoffman, Gregg & Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Everyone knows BrandSmart USA as the heavy hitters, like big screen TVs and appliances, but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away, in our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
This is Owen Casey, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
Well, a big thanks to Trevor Harris back in the studio. Again, this has been a lengthy delay for all of us. We were supposed to play Game 3 today at 1:35. We will play baseball, though, in about 12 minutes. AJ Ramos and Jack McMullen have your call on 560 WQAM. Hello, everyone. I'm Steven Strom, Marlins on Deck. Thanks for making us a part of your day. Happy Easter to all that celebrate as well. And that's going to actually be our X-Poll question today. Who is the only player in Major League Baseball history with the last name Easter? Make sure to vote at Marlins Radio. It is time for Steve's Guarantees.
Almost time to play ball. First pitch coming up in moments. Steve's Guarantees coming up now.
Well, you look at these first two games, and we have hit on the walks, right? We have talked about even the Marlins yesterday doubling up the Yankees in hits yesterday, right? Like the Marlins today walk less than 4 as a team. That has to be the vocal point in every team meeting this morning. They've had hours to discuss it. Again, the Yankees, first 6 games, they drew 16 walks. They have drawn 21 over the last 2 games. Give me the Marlins to walk less than 4 in today's matchup against the Yanks. Second guarantee, I went to the well with Augustin Ramirez yesterday with an extra base hit. I didn't get an extra base hit, but you can tell he's starting to get dialed. I've got him hitting a home run today. Not sure if it's going to be against Max Fried. I love Augustin in this 2 spot in the DH position. Give me Augustin to go yard here today. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. AJ Ramos, he is ready to rock. Starting lineups in first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins on Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together. Miami Marlins baseball. It is next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Springfest means more sun, more fun,